Coming up next, the Bulls taking on the Heat for Chicago. They're desperate to find a solution to their problems. They've lost 6 of their last 7 contests. Heat, Bulls, up next on 2K Sports. Happy Friday night, everyone. Time to kick off the weekend with the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. Coach Stan Van Gundy, Hall of Famer Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce round out our broadcast crew for this one. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You take a look at Miami. Right now, they're in 9th place. Definitely not the kind of success they envisioned at this point of the season. And checking out Chicago, back 3 games.
I think for the Heat, I really think they've been hit and miss thus far. I mean, they are a playoff-level team, but are they championship level? Probably not.
Yeah, and that's not a knock on them. This is where most people expected them to be. They just don't have the talent to be up there with the contenders.
All right, now let's check out the starters for the Miami Heat. Jovic and Bam play together inside. Tyler Hero is out there with Terry Rozier, and it's Butler in at the 3 slot. And for the Bulls, Gideon White pair to make the backcourt. Levine and Williams are the 2 forwards, and it's Vucevic in at the 5. Here we are, Stan, at the midway point. We've got some big things coming up on the schedule.
Yeah, some things that fans really love. All-Star Weekend, the trade deadline. We'll see which teams are going to shake up their roster. A lot of stuff going on.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, they found some decent looks, but the shots just weren't falling. Sometimes it goes like that.
Seems like they did all they could, and sometimes it still doesn't go your way.
White with the steal. Pass to Williams. And here's Levine. 4-3. Rebounded by Jovic. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Caught up with head coach Billy Donovan, who talks about the task of facing Jimmy Butler, fiery wing. Coach said, you can talk about the scouting report all you want with Jimmy, but he brings the extra dimension. Butler has the attitude that is unmatched in the league. The passion of Jimmy Butler in full focus tonight, Brian.
Allie, thank you. Well, Stan, you coached against some really tough players in your day. Where does Jimmy Butler stand right now? What makes him Jimmy Butler?
Well, I think, Brian, he's just a great competitor. He wants to take on the biggest challenges when he's on the defensive end, and on offense, he is willing to attack anyone.
So it's Miami now. Chicago making their last shot. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Stan, you talk about a late bloomer. Kobe White has shown that he might be just that.
Well, Brian, everything has come together for him. He's improved on defense. He's improved his decision-making. He got that second contract and a bigger role, and he is playing great.
And he might have the best hair in the NBA. That's good from White. Well, Coach, the Heat have had some deep playoff runs recently, making the finals twice in 5 years.
Yeah, Brian, and what's really interesting is that they've only been higher than a 5 seed once in that span. They just hit a different gear in the playoffs.
The Bulls making a switch here. Smith's checked in. Robinson, he's checked in for Miami, and he makes both free throws.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Hero against Giddey. Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Outside Robinson. Pass to Hero. Clock at 6. Adebayo sets a screen. And Hero with the 3.
Well, he's a volume three-point shooter in this league. Hero can really do damage from that.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Count it. White's got his second bucket of the night.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Now here's Robinson. He's guarded by White. Hero with it. For three. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Yeah, he's so skilled at attacking at a moment's notice. Hero goes straight into his shot.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Ellis is checked in for Vucevic. The Sumu comes in for Levine. And it's Ball in for Giddey. And Miami with a change here too. Burks is checked in. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter here. Ball surveys the floor. White on the wing. With the 10-footer. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
And White has more of a feel now for when he should look to score. Nice bucket there.
Robinson finds Butler. Here's Adebayo. Covered by Smith. Robinson against White. Robinson passes to Burks. Adebayo sets a screen. Takes a 13-footer. And there are the Heat with another bucket.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Smith. He had 9 points in his last time out. Ball passes to White. And he drops it in from the low post. White's got 10.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Outside Butler. Lets a floater go. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Chicago ahead, up by 3. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Coach, when you look at the best defensive teams, what's the balance between IQ, the smarts for the game, versus effort?
Well, Brian, it's both. You know, I mean, the effort is a given. You're not going to get anything done in the game without effort. But to be a good defensive team, you have to be smart. You have to understand your opponents, their tendencies, both as a team and as individuals. And if you do that, you can cover up for a lot in terms of just raw athleticism.
Setting the floor for the Heat. Tyler Hero is out there with Duncan Robinson. Then there's Kevin Love. Then it's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Highsmith in at the 4-man position. Now here's Hero. 6 points for him. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Ball. It's hauled in by the Heat. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the year.
They had some real back-and-forth battles last year. Hopefully we see more of the same going forward.
Hero on the wing, pounded by Ball. Pass to Love, fires for 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, you don't often see Love in the corner, but a guy with his skills can make any spot on the arc work.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Phillips comes in for Williams, and it's Carter in for Ball. Adebayo's checked in for Miami. Rozier comes in for Jaquez. Sumu outside to the paint. Pass to Buzelis. Now here's Carter from downtown. The Bulls with another miss. Carter against Hero. To the left wing. Adebayo finds Robinson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Highsmith. And that misses. That would have put him up.
2 minutes remaining in the
Pass to Buzelis.
2 minutes.
Arms length from the hoop. He knocks it down.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Hero, the pass to Highsmith. Back to Hero. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, defensively, you have to do your best to guard Hero without fouling because he's nearly automatic from the line.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Well, what you have to love about Hero is how confident he is. Some of the shots he takes and makes demonstrate that to a T.
Butler's checked in for Miami. Good on both. All right, Stan, if you had it your way, who would you want to see in the dunk contest?
Well, Brian, look, I want to go back to the glory days when the most recognizable guys in the game were the ones that participated. Michael Jordan, Dominique Wilkins. I think if we could get guys like Zion Williamson, John Morant, that would be fantastic, but it's got to be the names out there that people know.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. Now here's Rozier. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Adebayo, a screen on White. Rozier from outside. Offensive rebound. Kicks it to Hero. Hits a three-pointer. Hero's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that's his first triple this quarter. 3 total for the game.
Giddey against Hero. Pass to White. Right side, Levine. Over Butler. Levine, that one's good. Levine's got 5.
Well, there's no doubting Levine's scoring ability. He can score it from anywhere.
Butler against Levine. And here's Butler. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Here's Levine for 3. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Miami out in front, leading by just 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings. How much importance did you two put on the regular season standings during your playing days?
Man, I took them very seriously, Ernie. I wanted to be on top. Meanwhile, Shaq was out there sleepwalking through the regular season.
And apparently there's been a carryover into his television career.
Somebody say television?
Moving right along now to the Miami Heat, they find themselves in a close contest at the half.
Playing well on the road can be very difficult. They're doing a good job despite the challenges.
Away from home, they aren't letting the crowd get into their heads. In fact, they've looked comfortable at times. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. How about Tyler Hero displaying all of his skills today?
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Williams and Vucevic are inside. Gideon White pair to make the backcourt. And it's Levine in at the small forward position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
A multiple-time All-Star. What aspect of Adebayo's game stand catches your eye, Nightly?
Well, Brian, I'd say it's not one thing. He's a very complete player. He can rebound, defend, pass, score. This guy does it all.
And by all accounts, a great teammate as well.
That's exactly right.
Yep, that one goes.
Well, this team relies on Hero's offensive production, and tonight he has delivered.
Outside, Williams. Outside, Levine. From about 19, Adebayo grabs the board. And it's Butler with the ball for the Heat. It's a one-point game. Their next game is at Barclays Center in Brooklyn for a game with the Nets. That'll be the back end of a 3-game road trip.
Well, there's Butler making the right play, as he so often does.
Now here's Levine. Give him 8. Pass to Vucevic. Oh, they get a hand on it. Adebayo with a steal. Butler passes to Jovic. And the shot goes in. And now it's a 5-point Heat lead.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Chicago's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in defense.
The 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage. The Bulls, 4th.
And this is a team that knocks down their free throws at an elite rate. Whoever they go up against should always try to avoid fouling them at all costs.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Levine passes to Vucevic. And again, no good by Chicago. Heat leading by 5. Hero outside. Three-pointer Rozier. Drills it from deep. Rozier's got 5 points. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop. And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie.
Hard to stop a powerful guy like Vucevic cold. He gets through the foul and gets it to go.
Such a skilled big. 6'10" Nikola Vucevic. He can beat you up in the post, or he can step back and hit a three-stand.
Yeah, Brian, and he's an excellent passer as well. Throughout his career, Vucevic's teams have been very good offensively, and his versatility is a big reason for that. Well, he's as steady as they come at the big man position. Vucevic is someone you can count on to help you shoulder some of the offensive load.
Now here's Adebayo. Still without a bucket. That one is off. The Bulls trail by 5. 58 seconds left in the third quarter. Ball passes to White. Shot clock at 5. Vucevic, a screen on Robinson. White. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
Well, White can attack fast, and the defense was unprepared to contest him cleanly.
And this will be his third and fourth free throws of the game here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, what's great about Kobe White is his commitment to raising his game. You look at him season to season, and he's always trying to do more.
Buzelis is checked in for Chicago. Love is checked in for Miami. Highsmith comes in for Jovic. White hits them both. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
Here's Butler. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
First free throw is good.
Well, you got to appreciate how Butler inspires his teammates. He gives them someone to rally around on the floor.
Phillips is checked in for White. Butler hits them both. Here's Ball. No points yet. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Dosunmu. Smith with a screen on Robinson. And the basket by Dosunmu. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Now Butler. He's got 6. The bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. Miami shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
At the line for the Heat, Jimmy Butler, shooting 1.
watched 3 so far in this one. Heat out in front. They lead by 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra rallying the troops.
It's got to be a sense of urgency right now, okay? Any kind of tip out, a 50-50 ball, we got to own that. And then we got to communicate. I don't know, but there's got to be a real sense of urgency.
Coach Spoelstra begging his guys to be more assertive in all aspects of the game.
And in close games, Coach Spo is solid at knowing how to get his guys to kick it up a notch.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth quarter. They've got Bam Adebayo. Terry Rozier is out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Duncan Robinson, and it's Highsmith in at the power forward position. Robinson finds Burks. Adebayo sets a screen. Launches it from deep. No good there.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Now here's Burks. Rozier outside. Ball against Robinson. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Robinson. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Burks no good. The Bulls trail by 5. Here's DeSumo. It's hauled in by Robinson. Miami has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Rozier, pass to Adebayo. Chicago grabs the miss.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
DeSumo outside. Smith with a screen on Rozier. Now here's DeSumo. Tight defense on him. Pass to Phillips. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Counted from distance.
We haven't seen many buckets like that one. These teams have struggled to dial in their shooting.
Yeah, the score is also the result of quality defense. These teams are almost doing more on that end.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Chicago, Miami making a switch here. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Jovic. Williams defending. Pass to Butler. Back to Hero. 4 on the clock. Three-pointer Rozier. Rebound by the Bulls. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Levine feeling it out a bit to tie it up. Levine converts despite the D.
Well, Levine pulling out the clutch, Gene.
Butler against Levine. Jovic. They get the rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Giddey. Yes, they get the go-ahead bucket. And the Bulls lead by 2.
When his team needs him, Giddey steps up. Love to see a guy with that kind of fire.
Adebayo, that's good.
Wow. Adebayo showing some leadership there in a big moment.
And so it's Levine with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Can't hit that one. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. Here's Rozier. And he sinks it.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. And a great... Get one. 40 seconds left in the fourth. Levine against Butler. Left side Levine. Williams a screen on Hero. Shot clock at 6. And it's Giddey missing. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, so you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
19 seconds left in the fourth. And now we've got an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Heat, Jimmy Butler. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind? Tricky situation. There's 18 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Vucevic, a screen on Butler. With the teardrop. Shot by Levine, no good. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
At the line for the Heat, Tyler Hero. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
And knocks down the 3.
And if you're wondering why the score is so high, look to the defense being played. Not good.
Not a lot of resistance. And trying to just outscore other teams, generally not the best recipe.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Third personal foul. Fourth team foul. Shooting for Miami, Jimmy Butler. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's a 4-point ball game. So a close game sees Miami taking this one, and they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Tyler, we know you are never shy. What gives you that confidence to let it fly when the pressure is on?
I like taking the big shot. My teammates, my coaches, they all trust me, put me in the right spots, and sometimes I make a couple big shots here and there.
Well, you give them a reason to trust as well. Congratulations.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game, Tyler Hero.